Hello, beautiful family. Hello, becoming family. Welcome to the Becoming with Hopi. If this is your first time tuning in, I'm super excited to have you here. I'm so grateful you press play. Last time we discussed performance and presence, and today we're going to be discussing something that is quite interwoven with presence, and it's growth and intentionality. You see, some of us think that growth is magical. Let's use illustration. Do you wake up as a baby and then become a toddler tomorrow? No. It takes a few years, and in that duration of time, your parents will feed you food, water, and other nutrients to grow. And that is how your faith journey is. In order to grow, you need to feed the spirit man with enough nutrients. So some of you might be asking the question, oh, I'm not growing. I'm not. Pause. I'm going to tell you why. You're not that intentional. You're not intentional and consistent. Intentionality is when you do things even when you feel like it is easier to idle away or it's easier not to do it. That is intentionality. It's just like you love someone, right? Or you claim to love someone and you don't call, you don't text, you don't message, you don't celebrate their big wins or anything. And then you say you love me. Excuse you? That is how your faith journey is. You claim to want to grow in your faith, but you don't fellowship with God. You don't listen to Christian teachings. You don't listen to preachings. You don't read Christian books. You're not always in church. You're not fellowshipping with the brethren. How do you want to grow in your faith journey? So that's how it is. I remember when I was in school. Okay, right from when I was growing up, I've always been someone that has loved the Lord. So I always wanted to, do things of God, pray. But the moment I took my journey with God seriously, I started to grow. I realized that I didn't want to stay the same way I was, and then growth started. So that is how it is in your journey with God. Intentionality is making sure that you do this thing on purpose. Today, I'm not here to urge you to do more. No, I'm here to urge you to do things on purpose. You see that 10 minutes prayer session. You see that time that you're reading the scripture, even when you don't feel spiritual. That is intentionality. Continue to do it. You are going to see the changes. You are definitely going to see the changes. Becoming family. Let us be intentional. Like I said earlier, intentionality is very much interwoven with consistency. You can have the intention and not be consistent, right? You want to grow with God, but you are not consistent in your reading the scripture, listening to teachings and all. You ain't gonna grow. So that is also a major factor, consistency, because intentionality without consistency is merely wishful thinking. You need to be consistent in your fellowship with God. And I tell you for a fact, you're going to see changes. Check people in the Bible: Joseph, David, Paul, Apostle Paul, and many others, men of God that the Lord used. They were intentional. There were many times in the Bible where it said Jesus set aside time to pray. Why do you think he did that? He craved for intimacy. He's the Son of God. He could have just decided that, you know what, I want to chill. I'm the Son of God. I'm God, for Christ's sake. Right? But no. Jesus set aside time to do what? To pray, to always fellowship with the brethren, to always fellowship with the Lord. Even with the brethren as well. A whole Son of God. So it shows that intentionality facilitates growth. If this ministered to you in any way, if you were blessed in anyway, don't forget to share with someone that is on this journey of the becoming with you. Also, give me on the comment section what challenges you face in your growth with God. I want to know that. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys. I hope you love me too. And I'll see you next time on the Becoming with Hopi. Bye for now.